Use app today and become a
Hey, what's up everybody? How's everybody's evening? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys can hear me okay, put a 1 in the chat if you can, please. Fix my screen here. So, we got an exciting show today. We got Tony from All American Dream Chaser. He's going to come on here in a little bit. He's done some amazing interviews in the last couple of days. He just did an interview earlier today with Naomi's mother, Diane, and also Jason Jensen, a private PI. So we'll get his thoughts about the interview, and we'll kind of go over some details. And he just sent me something that we'll look into as well. And then I've been doing a little bit of research as far as where Naomi's cell phone last pinged. And then I've just been going on Google Maps and like going down each street and like seeing if any places have like security cameras. And I've came across 3 or 4 of them, so we get some time. We'll look into that, and then I'm gonna get the phone numbers and stuff and make some calls because it's kind of late. So we'll probably I'll have to call some of these places tomorrow and see if make sure just to see if anybody's checked them out. Wouldn't hurt to ask. So what's up, Cynthia? What's up, Sherry? What's up, John? What's up, Karen? What's up, Sherry? What's up, Linda? What's up, Terry? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Copper Horse, as always, for your hard work. What's up, KJ? What's up, Miss Kelly? All right. Okay, shout everybody out. So, before we start the show, let's get into some other missing cases first, just to spread the awareness. So, this... Let me spread this out here. So this is Jose Lara. He went missing today. So a Florida missing child who is 1 year old child alert has been issued. Last seen in the area of 2900 block of South Highway 17 in Crescent City, Florida. Who was last seen wearing a blue shirt, blue pants, and blue shoes. So let me zoom that in. So county is Putnam. So Crescent City, Florida. So if anybody's in that area, please take a close look. And we got one more. This is Ashley Bryant, missing since the 11th of March. She's from Sacramento, California. Apparently she's got tattoos of cherry on her left thigh. Nose pierced. She's 5'6", 175 pounds. So they believe that she was taken by a sex trafficker. That's terrible. So here's kind of a... Oh, sorry. There's a closer picture of her. So this is Alicia Bryant from Sacramento, California. So there is those. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. Thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, Chihuahua? So yeah, here in just a minute, we'll give Tony a call and see what he's got to say. Like I said, he did some amazing interviews the last couple days. I think I know he's interviewed the mother, and I think maybe the sister as well. But let's see, let me pull this up here. Oh, you're welcome, Carla. Yeah. Whatever I can do to help give back. So this is what I've been kind of going off. This is what's kind of piqued my interest, because this is where apparently Naomi's cell phone last pinged. So I've been on Google Earth just going up all these little streets up here and seeing what areas could have some security cameras. And I've came across a couple, like this Papa Joe's right here. So this Papa Joe's, so the circle is probably about like right here. So as you can see, Papa Joe's is like almost like right in the middle, and it's off basically I-80. So they have a camera at their place. So if by chance he took this route, you know, somewhere, they could have footage. And there's other places as well, and I'll show you one more real quick, and then we'll call Tony here. So like I said, I'm going to call them. They're closed, so I'm going to call them tomorrow. And this is like a smoke shop. And as you can see, they've got tons of cameras. They got 1, 2, 3, 3 at least. And they are located a little bit south of the area, so the circle would be kind of like right here. But let's say if he continued down this way, there's not much other back roads. So if he would have came down this way, they could have caught something on their security camera. So, and like I said, there's a few more places that I've been looking into, and there's some more streets that I want to check out. But I think, you know, whatever we can do to help out, help Naomi. So let me get Tony's number real quick plugged in here. Troy stayed at a Jumping Jack Motel before. I saw him make a review. Oh, Jumping Jack Motel. Interesting. Jumping Jack Motel.
Hey, what are you doing?
And also I've got some other areas. Let's take a look. Actually, let's leave that up. Jumping Jack Hotel. Is that right? Jumping Jack Motel. Yep, there it is. So that's more, so there's Fallon, where he's located. Jumping Jack is right here, and just kind of get an idea. So here's Elko. They've been flying planes here, or helicopters here and here. That's interesting. Yeah, that's something to look into for sure. Thank you, Slim Dog. So apparently you left, I saw him make a review, huh? Interesting. I'll have to see if I get some time. We'll see if we can look at that review. So let me call Tony here. Yeah, like I said, yeah, we got some interesting stuff to go over here. Let me call Tony real quick here. Okay. What? You gonna let me call it, or do I gotta punch it in? I guess I gotta punch it in. Okay. 94650. Okay. We're gonna give Tony a call. He's from the All American Dream Chaser. I've been doing some great interviews.
Hello.
Hi, Tony.
Hello. Who is this?
It's Chris.
Chris. Oh, Chris. You called me from a different number.
Yeah, this is my Google Voice number.
I didn't know. I just thought a scammer right away when I saw the number. This ain't Chris. This is not Chris.
Busted.
Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, Tony?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. I just been a crazy day, busy day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on. We had Naomi Irion on the show and private investigator Jason Jensen.
Yes.
Yeah, my friend. Very, very concerned right now about Naomi Irion. We are looking for her. We're helping. Nobody knows anything. Mm-hmm. The suspect, Troy Driver, is not speaking. Apparently, he's from what I understand, I believe he has a lawyer. He's lawyered up from the way I understand it. He's not speaking. So time is of the essence.
Yeah.
My friend, Naomi Irion, her life is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know, we don't know where she's at. And when we had Naomi Irion on the show, she was pleading for the public's help to help participate in the search and, go out there and look and get people on the ground.
Yes.
I brought it. Yeah, my friend. It's a really bad situation. It's been over 2 weeks now, and no word on where Naomi's at.
Yeah. So, I can't imagine what.
What are your thoughts, Chris? What are your thoughts, my friend?
As far as it's tough because every day that goes by, it don't look good. But we're here to help and try to stay positive, but at the same time,
right.
Got to keep our expectations at a certain level at the same time. And
true, I am concerned because of this guy's line of work. This guy worked in the mining industry. There's tons of mines. Well, we had a caller call in and say, I think there's like 13 mines around where the phone was pinged at, or somewhere the last pings of the phone. There's like 13 mine shafts in that area. I mean, this guy, if he works inside the mines, it's a possibility he might have taken her into a mine. I hate to go down that road. I really do, because it's very grim. But, I mean, this guy is a hardened criminal. He's got a rap sheet of 10 miles long. He was in prison from when he was young. The guy's he's just been in and out of prison, and San Quentin. I think he was in San Quentin, and it was involving a murder. Man,
wow.
I don't know, brother. Yeah, he was in San Quentin. He's got quite a record. Yeah, I don't know. I think that they needed where. See, here's the thing, and the line of work he was in. There's no telling where this guy went. I mean, he was like some sort of a superintendent, I believe, or something for a construction company.
Yeah.
How many different vehicles did he have access to? This guy could have gone anywhere, and that truck, the high country truck, the 4x4, I think it was a 4x4. Mm-hmm. This guy could have went anywhere. He could have taken her anywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, who knows, man? Maybe he had a cabin and she's inside a cabin somewhere, a storage unit, a bedroom, a closet. I mean, I don't know, but we don't have a lot to go on, and the clock is ticking. And if she's out there somewhere with no access to food, water, I mean, come on, her life's in danger. It seriously is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
while
I'm my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. While I'm talking, you just sent me a message about the 6112 Holiday Road, Holiday Drive.
Yes. Now I received that from a person on our team.
Okay.
And I got a call coming in from Nevada. Is it okay if I link us up, brother? This might be an important call. Can I link us up?
Sure.
Let's see what happens here. Hey, caller, I'm on live with Monsters Under Our Bed. So you're merged up. I don't know. I see you're out in Nevada. What's going on?
Well, I was watching your show, and you put up that picture where he's sitting with his girlfriend.
Okay.
Look at his shoes.
Yeah, they look the same, right?
Yeah, look at how that one foot looks. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now, what part of Nevada do you live in?
I live in Reno.
Okay.
Yeah, and another thing I was going to say, he's in construction, right? He might have a shop. A shop? Some kind of building?
Well, that's what we're talking about, yeah. A shop, a building, a storage unit, a cabin. I mean, this guy, he could have put her anywhere. She could be anywhere right now. And time is of the essence. We need to get people to volunteer and come out. I spoke with Casey Williams just a moment ago via text, and because I asked him, I said, well, you know, some of our callers are wondering where or who is leading the search, and Casey said that would be him.
Yeah, well, one time when I used to live out in Fernley. I lived out there for like almost 12 years.
Okay.
Something like that. And now I live in Reno.
Correct.
I commuted a lot.
Okay.
To Reno. Because I worked at the Silver Legacy.
Right.
So, and I'm the one that told about the gas station where a guy jumped in the car.
Yeah, I remember you.
Well, I didn't smoke in my vehicle. So what I would do is I would pull over. If I had to have a cigarette, I'd pull over to the side of the road, get out and smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
Because I didn't smoke in my house. I didn't smoke in my vehicle.
Right.
That's why I have COPD right now, and I'm on oxygen, but I don't smoke anymore.
Right.
But anyway, there's one time I pulled over, and it was before Derby Dam, after Mustang. And there's a pull-off. And at the pull-off, where I could pull off, there was a shop. And the shop it's always there, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a truck there. And a lot of the times there'd be nobody there, and the garage doors are shut, the side doors. But sometimes you'd see a big truck there.
Okay.
But there's one time I pulled off there to smoke a cigarette, and some guy came out really irate and jumped in a vehicle. I thought it was a truck. Thinking back, clearing my mind, it's been a long time, and came after me. I took off.
Okay. Wow.
Got the heck out of there. And I thought, well, I made a mental note never to stop there again, you know. But so I'm thinking this guy might have a shop that he uses as a carpentry or...
I think you're onto something. I think you're right, yeah. It's possible he's got a storage unit that he could use as a shop or... I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. You're right.
Yeah, and that whole area, if you look, they're all linked to Fallon, okay?
Right.
Links to Fallon from Fernley and A80.
Okay.
All of those roads link to Lovelock. He could jump on from Fallon, either direction. He could go 50. Yeah.
Yeah, we understand there's a lot of ground to cover, and he could be anywhere, and she could be anywhere. But, caller, I don't mean to be rude, but I appreciate you calling in, and just continue to pray for Naomi and her family.
Oh, I am.
But I want to thank you so much. Okay, thank you for your call. All right, you take care. You have a great evening. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, Chris, are you there, buddy?
Yep, I'm here, buddy.
Okay. So that was a caller that called into my show, but it went across on your channel, I'm sure. But she called in before, and she had some great information. But she did bring up a very valid point that he could have had a shop, or he may have a shop somewhere. And it goes back to what private investigator Jason Jensen had said, is that we need to find anybody that knew Troy Driver, if they were friends, if they were family, and they know that he had a shop, he had who knows? Maybe he had a favorite place to go fishing or hiking or off-roading or whatever. Somebody's got some information on this guy, and they need to come forward. Time is of the essence. The clock is ticking. It's been over 2 weeks, man. We're dealing with a human life, and God knows where she might be. But back to that property that we want to pick up where we left off at. We were talking about that property. I sent you a photo. Now I received that from someone on our team. And I don't know how accurate that is, but okay, from what I understand, him and his wife, Troy Driver and his wife, own a couple pieces of property that are vacant. And on one of those pieces of property, it appears that it could have a well or some sort of, or the land is dug up or something, but it appears it has a well on it. And I don't know if it's been checked or not, but I think that authorities really need to look into that vacant property that he owns and see is it possible, is there any kind of evidence that he might have been stashing on that property?
Yeah, it's possible. So, I think it would be stupid on his part to do that, if that was his property, but they should definitely look for anything that he, had owned or, there's something that I just found out that I didn't know, and I don't know, maybe some of the viewers as well did not know this. So I was under the impression that when he took her car on March 12th, now it was discovered on the 15th, so I thought that he had her car for 3 days, but now I just learned that he only had her car for 10 hours and dropped it off right where I'm showing you guys right here. This is the approximate location that he dropped the car off. So he actually only had the car for 10 hours. I don't know if you knew that or that's new to you.
I don't recall if that was, I thought he just went from the Walmart to the location and then maybe left. I didn't know that. So the car was gone for 10 hours then?
Yes, it was only gone for 10 hours. So that footage of the truck and the car, so they found her car 3 days later, but her car would actually had been only taken for 10 hours.
So he could have taken her somewhere in her car for 10 hours then, right?
Yeah, so which means at the most he could only gone like 4 hours one direction, maybe 4.5, because obviously you can go like 5 and then have something to happen, so you need some time to do something. So I would assume maybe 4 hours one direction, because then you got to come back, if that makes sense.
If he had this planned out, he knew where he was going to take her. He already knew where he took her. He knows where she's at. He won't speak. So wherever he took her, he had this already prearranged. Wherever she's at, wherever he took her, he already had it planned out. He had this whole thing planned out well in advance. But you're right. For when I spoke to Diana, it sounds like he could be anywhere in between, or she potentially could be anywhere between Fernley and Elko and Fallon, Nevada. Which is a vast area. I mean, that's you're talking miles and miles and miles of vacant land. But she could be in a house. I mean, she might be in somebody's house. He might have her tied up in someone's house. Who knows? Maybe there's another suspect involved. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's another. Yeah, it really, not a lot to go on because he's not talking. No one's coming forward, but there's some. But we need to encourage everyone that knows anything to come forward. I mean, if you're on the wrong side of the law, you need to come forward and do the right thing. This is a girl's life in danger. Over 2 weeks now, and Diana is just, her and her family are just destroyed, brother. Man, it's just heartbreaking. But there's just so many possibilities, my friend. She could be anywhere, literally. And with the mines, I don't know. I mean, I hate to go down that road once again, but I mean, could he have taken her into a mine? I mean, there's just so many possibilities.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I'm still I was hoping for some more information to really kind of get a theory, but with this, I'm trying to find it. I thought I took a screenshot of it. Oh, I think this is, here it is. I got it right here. So, this is tweeted out. So, there was a window of time from 5:30 a.m. on March 12th, 2022 until about 10 hours later when Troy Driver parked Naomi's car by the Sherman-Williams paint store. So, because that's kind of the information I've been kind of waiting for to really develop a theory. So that means, like I said, so if you had the car for 10 hours...
that's a long time.
It is a long time. But now that gives you at least kind of... like, you know, I could go like 4 hours and do a huge circle, maybe 5 hours at the most, but because obviously something's going to be happening. But, you know, if you did like like a radius of where he could have gone in, 4 or 5 hours, to be able to bring the car right back.
And then who's to say he didn't switch vehicles at some point? Maybe he... I think he had access to, and he probably had access to multiple vehicles, especially with his line of work. I mean, who's to say he didn't have access to a company vehicle?
Sure.
He could have switched up vehicles. I think what they really need to do is grab his cell phone information and find where his cell phone was pinging that whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping anyway that they would have that. I mean, yeah, because, God, 10 hours of going. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover, my friend. 10 hours, and and I guess you go back to how much gasoline was in the vehicle. Did he have to stop and buy gas if he did use her car? I mean, or did he switch vehicles? I mean, anything could have happened. He might have had another vehicle parked somewhere and he swapped them out. And. There's just so many possibilities, my friend. There's so many possibilities, but at the end of the day, she's still out there somewhere, brother, and we just got to find her. We got to encourage everybody to go out there and search. Go out in the desert. Go. You get the 4x4 groups together. Go out there, use those big lifted up pickup trucks with the LED light bars, and just go out and look, and go out on the off roads and just drive around in that area, Fallon area, the Fernley area, Elko. Just go out there and drive around and check vacant buildings. I don't know, anything that just looks peculiar, whatever. I don't know. So this is one thing and I don't know if you got my live up, but if not, you're good, buddy.
So we know with the facts that we know that her cell phone last pinged is triangulated in this vicinity right here that I'm kind of circling. So that means that at some point he at least went, this direction, took like I-80, or even could took some of these little back routes right here. But at some point, apparently he destroyed the phone or something, I'm assuming, in this area. So this is why I was looking, and I'm really piqued because, like I said, if you go to Papa's house, which is on I-80, let's just, by some miracle, he drove past this Papa's house. Oh, now it's giving me trouble. Yeah. But if I click on it, it's giving me trouble. They've got a camera.
Okay.
And so, like I said, I've been doing before the show. I was just looking. I was going up all the roads that this apparently this cell phone pinged. And just looking to see if I can find any places with security cameras that, who knows, maybe law enforcement may have forgot or just haven't thought about, And so I thought, unfortunately it's Sunday, so I wouldn't be able to call. But I know that this place here, I'm trying to get a close-up real quick. Oh, here we go. So this right here is actually a security camera right here. It's got a wire and everything on it. I've got a picture that's zoomed in closer. So there's a camera on this one here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one. But like I said, this just goes right past I-80, which is one spot that they could definitely check out if they haven't already, obviously. What did Jensen say? It was really kind of... Unfortunately, it was hard to hear Jensen P.I.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that.
That's not your fault.
Well, we're doing these YouTube live streams, and it's live time. Things happen. He was shooting from a mobile, and it's kind of hard to hear.
He was working too.
Yeah, did you see that? That was kind of a blooper moment. We don't get. It's like, are you serious, JJ? Right now, it's like the worst time. But no, he's a good guy. JJ's a good guy. Jason Jensen.
Yeah.
He's a licensed private investigator, and as you're well aware, he was working on the Gabby Petito Brian Laundry case. That's kind of how I met him.
Yep.
When he was doing Kylan Schulte, Crystal Turner case as well. And he was basically saying that this guy is not going to talk. We need to look at his car, grab his keys, find every single key he has, and find out what that key goes to. Is he going to have Is he going to have a storage unit that we don't know about? Does he have a cabin somewhere that we don't know about? Does he have a fishing spot that we don't know about? Or someplace that he likes to go that nobody, that he doesn't tell anybody? He's got a hiking spot, or his favorite place to go hang out. Family needs to come forward. Friends need to come forward. Friends and family are probably going to know something about him that we don't know, that they need to share. And there is some information I come across on, I think it was like Facebook or something, where I think JJ, what was that? JJ encouraging somebody. Here's what we're learning, and I don't know how true this is, but I believe Troy Driver has a wife, but not only does he have a wife, but it appears he has a wife and a girlfriend, and I think we just found that out recently that he's got. So I think this guy lives like two different lives. But the girlfriend might know something, that he was seeing a girl. He's got a girlfriend and a wife, from what we're learning. So that's breaking news, I think, almost. So they have to know something about this guy. We need to get them to come forward and share what they know. Who knows? Maybe they're possibly even involved. I mean, I hope not, but I mean, you just don't know. Or maybe they're completely unaware. Maybe they don't know anything about this guy. But he's apparently living a double life. We know he's a predator. I mean, we've got the proof of that. But yeah, my friend. I mean, it's really
okay. So Coastal's saying he has an ex-wife and a girlfriend. That's
well, unless he's still legally married and he never officially divorced.
Oh, okay.
It could be that he's legally married and just never got divorced. That could be the case.
He signed house in Fallon over to ex-wife recently. Using property records is easy. Okay. Thank you, Coastal.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So he signed house in Fallon over to ex-wife recently.
So, very interesting that is the case. So, I mean, he's got multiple properties out there. I mean, maybe they need to search these properties to see is she somewhere on those properties. I don't know. I mean, she's somewhere. Where is she? That's the question.
Yeah.
So until then, I guess all we can do is ask for the public's help. Go out there and search. That's all we can do at this point. And hopefully somebody will come forward, call the authorities. Maybe the authorities will find her. I mean, she's out there. She's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, we just got to find where she's at. But I mean, that's about it. But it would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, whatever keys he has, did he have a storage unit somewhere? That you never know. Is it? Who knows? It's quite the mystery. But wherever he went, wherever his vehicle went, whichever vehicle he was in, because I think he had multiple vehicles. When you include company vehicles and you include, I think he had a car, because I think the neighbor, from when I spoke with Diana, I thought she said he hadn't used that car or the truck for like 2 weeks prior, and suddenly he started to use his pickup truck where it sat for like 2 weeks in the garage, something like that, I believe.
Interesting.
So he had access to multiple vehicles. So wherever he went, wherever he drove in any of one of those vehicles, they need to go retrace every place he went, because wherever he went, somewhere along that line, wherever he went, she is somewhere.
Yeah.
Wherever he went.
I feel like,
his steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just recap on that rechasing steps. So like I said, it's while he's talking, I'm just kind of circling. Like I said, this is the cell phone, last known cell phone ping of Naomi. Is this kind of right here? This little circle I'm doing right here. There's a camera right here. I know that there's a camera right here. So could he have gone, somewhere here? Could he have gone somewhere up in here? I'm still searching up here because there's a lot of desolate stuff up here that maybe he could have gone up 3 hours and, who knows what's up here. So, I know what I really wanted to ask you. So the interview you did, I think it's yesterday or the day before, which was kind of like breaking news with the mother, I believe. She told you something about the car. There was evidence in her car found of like possible violence or suspected foul play. Is that?
Well, if I remember correctly, it was that there was evidence. They wouldn't go into the detail as to what that evidence was, but they did have some form. I believe it was DNA evidence that that a crime had been committed. I think that's the way it was worded. If I remember correctly, that's how it was worded. There was DNA evidence that a crime had been committed. Now, who knows? That could have been blood. That could have been, whatever. You can use your imagination. But for the the car was impounded, and I think the forensics team, the forensic division is going through that. They're going through it with a fine-tooth comb. They're going through the car. So they've got DNA evidence. This guy is toast. They got him. They've got him. They just got to find Naomi. Whether he did something to her or whatever the case may be, wherever she's at, she's out there somewhere, my friend. But yeah, the forensic department got a hold of the car, and they're going through it.
Yeah. See, and now today, DNA can be anything. We just touch something, we leave our DNA. It don't even need to be fingerprints. We can touch stuff and leave, DNA everywhere now. It don't even need to be blood, hair. It can just be interacting with stuff, and you can leave your, that's what's amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with technology, we've come so far. Yeah, it could. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say, it could be anything that it's vague, but then again, it's good because it places him at the scene of the crime. So, assuming if it's his DNA, so there's definitely that, and then she had an iPhone XR, I believe it was an iPhone XR that they have not recovered. So there's an iPhone XR out there somewhere that she owned. So I'm wondering if they're able to find anything more off of that iPhone, and with the GPS and all that. And I just can't believe that we haven't found her yet. But this guy, this is the bad part, is they've got the guy that has the answers, but this guy will not talk. He won't talk, and I really wish there was a, I'm hoping that the guy, I hope they get him to talk, and I think that's probably, that would solve the problem. That would be the key to the answer right there.
I literally just had a.
I don't. Maybe offer him a lesser sentence or something. I don't know. Whatever they can do to get him to talk. Maybe just get him to. See, the problem is that he knows what he did to Naomi.
Yeah.
He knows where she's at. He knows that if he did harm her, that he's looking at the possibility of a death sentence.
Yes, Nevada. Yep. That's. I was just going to add to that. Is they've got capital punishment.
Right. So he knows that he's facing the potential for the death penalty if he hurt her. And so, therefore, I think he's being tight-lipped. But but they still. God forbid he did something to her brother. But they need to. The family deserves closure. They deserve to have their daughter back. And the sad reality is, the more time that passes, the less likely she's going to be found alive. That's a sad reality. I hate to say that. I'm holding on to every ounce of hope. I really am.
Yeah.
But we have to be honest that it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
But if he did harm her, I just pray to God that the law comes down harshly on him.
Yeah.
And justice is served. But yeah, my friend, that's all we've got right now. That's it. There's really not much else to add, other than just I would ask that you encourage anyone that lives in that area to go out and search. Just drive out in that desert and go for a little drive around wherever it is you live. Everyone, just get out in your car, your four-wheel drive. If you got a drone, maybe you're an airplane pilot, maybe you're a helicopter pilot. Who knows? Just go out there, wherever it is you live, out that area. If you live around that area, just go out and drive, go out hiking, and look. Get out there with a pair of binoculars. Just look around. I think everyone can help in some way or another. Casey Williams says he's the one that's handling the search, so I think they need to. I'm sorry, Casey Valley. I apologize. Casey Valley, the brother of Naomi. He's the one that's handling the search. So yeah, just have everyone, I guess, reach out to Casey Valley, because I understand there's a lot of people that want to volunteer. They don't know how. They don't know what to do. So I would say contact Casey Valley, and he's the brother of Naomi, and get with him about in regards to the search. And get with him, and I think it's just, if anybody can just go out there and look around, because you never know. I mean, it might just be that one person that goes out and says, "Oh wow, there's something," or they find something, or I mean, look out, go look around your yard, your backyard, your neighbor. I mean, I don't know, wherever, anything that doesn't look right, or something looks suspicious, or you saw him. Maybe you recall seeing that truck that was in the picture. Maybe you recall seeing that truck somewhere. You saw that guy. Maybe you saw that guy or somebody that looked like him and say, "Hey, I saw him over here. He was doing this and that. What was he doing over there?"
Yeah.
Go take a look and just look around. Sometimes it's just something so simple that someone can do, and they could crack this thing open and find her.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Because you talked with the mom today. Did they talk about when or where they're going to do the next search party? Did she touch on that?
You know what? I don't recall that. I know that they have a Facebook page that I'm hoping they got some information on their Facebook page about that. One of the big things that private investigator Jason Jensen was asking is that the public try not to send information to the law enforcement about this guy had a Facebook page, and he's saying that they're getting a lot of regurgitated information, and he said that's kind of a hindrance when they start getting regurgitated information. They're like, well, we already know he's got a Facebook page, and because they're saying it ties up their resources, so they're asking that please make sure it's something that is actually important or something vital that nobody, that information that they don't already have or are not, aware of.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the first time I covered this case, it was like just when it was breaking, or when they had caught the guy, Troy Driver. One of my viewers asked me, "Hey, I got the Facebook page. Do you want the link?" And I'm like, wanted me to kind of go over it on, the stream, but I'm like, no, I better not, because then people might see certain things, and and then that just isn't gonna.
Yeah. But yeah, she's out there somewhere. Please pray for the family, everybody, and just keep the faith and pray for the family. They're under some really intense pressure right now, high emotions. The mother, it's just God bless her. They're good people. They really are.
Yeah, they've been working. They've been on shows left and right, all day long. That's dedication.
I think I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to say I think they set an example for if there's any other family that is ever, God forbid, another family goes through what they're going through, but I think they set a perfect example of how you should handle it. If that ever did happen, have you noticed it's like each one of them are doing they've all got some sort of contact with a social media outlet. They're all doing YouTube. They're all doing Fox News, CNN. They're all every major media outlet. But I think it was funny because I think it actually started with our YouTube show. I believe. I think I was like I was at least one of the first that talked to her, and I told her, I said, "Hey, I'm a small YouTuber, but don't ever underestimate us. We're very powerful." But obviously, it worked, and I'm really proud that we could help. And I'm impressed with all of us YouTubers, to be honest with you, man. All of us. I think we need to give ourselves a pat on the back because all of us working together, like your channel, my channel, countless others, and just pounding, social media, getting it out there, keeping it in the news, and it's channels like yours, mine, Sleuth Mom, I had True Crime with Mel. We were on talking about it. There's so many social media and other YouTube content creators. It's a lot of hard work. We all put in a lot of time, a lot of hours, just like I know you do too. It's a lot of work, that, and we're working hard. But man, I think we all did great. I think I want to say that I think, if nothing else, Naomi has brought everyone together, and I've never seen anything like this. But I'm really proud of all of us, and I think we've all done a great job. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. We put a lot of time and effort into this, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But no, in all honesty, I think it's really amazing how this girl that I didn't even know who she was, never met her, but man, I've learned so much about her. She has a beautiful personality, but it's just amazing how it brought the community together. Over 700 people that participated in that search on that first. I think that first search was like over seven. Think about that, over 700 people. That's a tremendous amount of people, my friend. That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
they brought Casey Valley a brand new Can-Am. Somebody brought him a brand new Can-Am. Said, "Here, use this until you find her, whatever. Just use it." And they're letting him use a brand new Can-Am. I talked to him. He's out there riding the Can-Am around, looking for Naomi out there. It's just amazing how people came together and have come together and working together. And it's just, I think it's nice to see, because sometimes people tend to lose faith in humanity, and you start to see the kindness and the love and the care.
Yeah.
And I think that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm just looking up because somebody mentioned the time frame between Fernley and Elko, because we know that there's been some helicopter activity just right around here, north of Elko and south of Elko. And you know what's interesting? So from Fernley to Elko is approximately just a little under 4 hours. Okay, so remember this 10-hour time frame? So 4 hours to go out there, 2 hours to do, let's just say if it was the bad scenario, do the crime. So you got 2 hours, the crime happens, another hour to dispose, then 4 hours come back, that's 10 hours. It kind of makes sense why they're searching out here, is that 10-hour frame would fit. If, you drove out here, that's 4 hours. Exactly. You commit the crime, so there's 2 hours for that. So now you're at 6 hours. Then you drive back. There's the 10-hour frame right there.
Yeah, and possibly talking about cell phone pings. Maybe they did pull the cell phone pings from his phone. I don't know. I mean, I'm just assuming. It's possible. There's definitely, and something else that I would like to bring up too is some of these cold cases from the past. Like, how many victims, Chris, that could be out there that law enforcement doesn't even know about. You know, if this guy did, you see how brazen he was. You saw the surveillance footage of this guy. He walks right into her car. He's done this before, you know. And it was just like he had it all figured out. He had like no. It didn't look like somebody that was in fear. It didn't look like a rookie. You know, this guy looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, because sorry to interrupt. Because you've seen these messages of some people posting on like Facebook groups that they that kind of know Troy or have had experiences, female women that have come forward and said, "Yeah, I know this guy. He was creeping me out. He was kind of like stalking me when I was going around." I think you've seen that because I think you mentioned that on one of your shows. If I'm correct.
Yeah, I could have. I mean, we've had I've read some of those Facebook posts where they're also saying there's other young girls that have gone missing. They're 14 years old, 18 years old, 16 years old. Different. I don't even know their names, but there's multiple girls, females from that area that had gone missing. I wonder how many victims that this guy could have potentially had that nobody knows about. Patrick Carnes went missing in 2011. Now, I don't know if this guy, Troy Driver, was involved, but somebody did. I mean, there's people coming up missing all over that area, but Patrick Carnes went missing in 2011, and if I remember right, they found his car in Elko, Nevada. It was found in Elko, Nevada, and it was parked up against a barbed wire fence. And it goes back to, is this guy possibly the Interstate 80 serial killer?
Yes. Patrick, what is it? Patrick what?
Patrick Carnes. He went missing in Elko, Nevada. I believe it was Elko, Nevada in the year 2011. I want to say it was in the month of January 2011. Now, he said he was following a truck driver. Who knows? He could have been. But that doesn't mean the truck driver had anything to do with his disappearance.
Yes. That's interesting because I'm from Utah. We have I-80 goes through Utah as well. I take I-80 kind of all the time when I'm going places in Utah, and then it goes into Nevada. And I was just doing a check. It's about 6 hours away from me to get to Fernley. Or I think it's 6.5 hours. I definitely need to get my get some things put into my car, get that fixed here soon.
You and I talked about that earlier because I know you and I have talked about meeting up in Moab, which I still want to do.
Yep.
But I think we're all dealing with vehicle issues and whatnot. But that's real life. Real life is that way. We're YouTubers. We're not Hollywood celebrities,
Yeah.
At least we don't make their money. But no, in all honesty, this is a serious matter, my friend, and time is of the essence. And I think that we need to really find her quickly, as soon as possible, my friend. And I mean, it's crazy. I don't know. I think we're going to learn more as the days go by about this guy. I think that we're going to find out that there's other crimes. I would be surprised if there wasn't other crimes linked to this guy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
As far as the connection on this, I'm sorry, I was kind of researching.
No. What I'm asking you is, do you think there's more crimes linked to this guy besides Naomi?
It's quite possible. I mean, he's already has a nasty, it's 17 years old. He's dumping a body. Now, of course, they don't say that he pulled the trigger, but he was a part of that crime. I mean, so if he's capable of that, and then if you've got these people coming,
12 to 15 years of you spend 12 to 15 years of your life in San Quentin prison. You've done something. I don't.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been free, in my opinion. I don't think this guy should have ever been allowed to walk the streets because but hey, this is the way the laws work. I mean, it's I may not agree with it, but that's the way it works. But Yeah, I don't know, my friend. I just want to find Naomi. I hope we can find her safe. I hope. But this guy is dangerous. This guy was dangerous. They took a hardened criminal off the street, which is good to know he's off the street. People can sleep, hopefully, more sound at night, knowing that this guy's locked up now. And I hope he don't ever see the day. I hope he never sees the light of day again, outside of a prison wall.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, someone made a comment. Sorry, just to interrupt real quick. I just wanted to comment. So someone said, because I was just showing them the whole 3 hour or 4 hours to Elko, and then the phone pinged. So just to kind of show you, maybe he even would have had time. So maybe what if one of the theories is so, because it's only like 10 minutes to hear whoever asked this question. So he could have drove into Wadesworth for just a minute to throw people off, chucked the phone, destroyed it, got right back on I-80, and then still had time, to get back over into Elko or, one of these properties. And, where's his construction sites or whatever, that he's been working on, kind of just like Chris Watts, where, he, on the site that he was working on, that's where he, disposed of his family. Could, one of these sites that he's worked on.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes back to how much fuel was in her car, how much gas, when he got into her car, how much gasoline did she have in her car? How many miles could that car have went before it needed fuel again? I mean, a lot of things to think about. Or go back to, did he switch vehicles at some point? Maybe he parked the car somewhere and then switched vehicles. I mean, it's just it's really hard to say. But yeah, I mean, man, there's just so many possibilities, Chris. So many possibilities, my friend. But I think they just need to. I mean, if the car needed gas, did he put gas in it? I mean, could he have been that brazen to actually put gas into her car? I mean, I don't know how.
Yeah.
A lot of things to think about. You got to stop somewhere and get gas.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Gosh, I didn't.
Right.
To stop and get gas. Right.
Yeah, you're going to have to stop at a gas station and put gas in. I know they got cameras at all the gas stations.
Yeah.
Where did he stop to get gas? Or diesel, if he was using diesel fuel. He's got that Chevy truck. I don't think we ever found out whether it was a diesel Duramax or if it was the gas, but I'm assuming it was a diesel, which if that's the case, he could have stopped at a truck stop and got diesel fuel, or maybe he uses his company credit card. I don't know if he has a company credit card that he uses to charge fuel on. But they gotta have something on this guy. He's a superintendent for a construction company. I assume that he has a company credit card. He probably fuels up with. I don't know. I mean, a lot of things to think about. Retracing his bank statements, his company's credit card that they gave to him. Superintendents of construction companies usually run around with their company credit card.
Yeah.
So if they could check his company's credit card statement and find out where was he on that day, where did he get fuel the day prior, or the day after, or the day before, somewhere during that time frame. They got to have something on this guy. That new truck has OnStar, right? The OnStar's GPS unit. I'm sure they can retrace. Where was that truck with that GPS on it? Did that truck go somewhere out in the desert somewhere? Just so many possibilities, my friend.
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought of something. I'm trying to look it up while you're talking.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. You're fine.
No, it had to do with somebody mentioned that she was caught at the, because when I originally saw that photo of her, the photo that we've all seen. I'm trying to. Okay, here it is. I'll just show people what I'm talking about. So this photo right here was actually taken at a gas station. I thought it was the Walmart originally, because that's the last store she was seen in. But she was
somebody Somebody said it was like a 7-Eleven or something, but I don't know.
I think it's a Chevron.
Yeah. And she's got her blue Panasonic shirt on, right? The blue Panasonic shirt and the gray sweater. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
So maybe, I don't know, they don't, here's what I was looking at. Here's it is. So Naomi is filmed buying snacks at a gas station. So it only says that she's buying snacks at the gas station, so I don't know if she bought gas or not. But
now when I had True Crime with Mel and I had Sleuth Mom on today, we talked about that. We talked about that particular stop. Now, is it possible that in that picture, is it possible that Troy Driver maybe possibly met her or saw her? I said, well, maybe the possibility of them fueling up at the same pump? They might, the gas station. Maybe he rose up alongside of her. They're at the same gas pump, putting putting fuel in their vehicles. I don't know. I'm just saying that this is a possibility that maybe he saw her there and followed her from there to Walmart. I mean, is it a possibility? I would think so. Maybe he saw her there. Maybe that's where he saw her.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe he rose up in his pickup truck. He's putting fuel in his truck. Hey, there she is. Hey, check her out. Hey, and maybe he eyes her up and he starts to follow her. She's completely unaware.
Yeah.
Maybe he followed her. He could have followed her from the gas station over to the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, it's possible for sure. Definitely premeditated though, for where he parks and then
Here's another possibility. What if he's like doing the catfish thing, right? He's on Snapchat. He's playing himself off as a young guy. Hey, I'm a young guy in my 20s, or am I, I'm an 18, 19, whatever. She's only 18 years old. Maybe he friends up with her on Snapchat, and he's playing himself off as a young guy. And the term catfish, right? You know what that is, right?
Oh yeah. I did the Delphi case, so that's what we've been talking about, catfishing.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, exactly. What if he catfished her and has her thinking that he's this young guy, and and maybe trying to seduce her over the internet, saying, hey, and he earns her trust, he gains her trust, and he learns her behavior. He learns, hey, she's over here. She goes to work at this time, and she sits in this car. I know what car she drives. I know what time she's there. Essentially stalking her, and at the same time catfishing. He builds up a fake profile on Snapchat, just to, speculating here. A lot of possibilities, and then he decides that he's going to execute on his move. It's a frightening thought, but boy, I'll tell you what, we have to talk about teaching our children the dangers of the internet and dating apps like Snapchat, all these apps out. There's so many, Tinder, you name it. But we have to teach our younger women and older women as well. I mean, everybody, I think people need to be aware of how dangerous these sites can be.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Did this guy go through the parking lot? Oh, he did. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could go through this parking lot. So I'm in the parking lot just on Google Maps right now. I didn't know Google drivers will actually go through some of these bigger parking lots. Oh my gosh. We're going to actually get to see the spot where...
That's amazing.
Wow.
Get dizzy using Google Earth? Sometimes when I've used Google Earth, I'll get dizzy.
Yeah.
When it starts to do... You start looking at it, he starts to do that spinning thing.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, Chris.
No, so I'm trying to find that spot where the security camera, so it must be on this other end. So I'm just while you're talking, I was just kind of, to show people, what it looked like in the daylight, if he, depends on if he, but yeah, the gas thing, is definitely very interesting. To wonder if he drove for 10 hours, unless she had a full tank of gas,
Yeah, but
Or
what if the car was on empty? Say what if the car was low on gas and maybe he had to switch vehicles, or maybe he was forced to stop and buy gas somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He didn't know how much gas was in that car when he jumped in her car. That car could have been empty unless he followed her from the gas station. I don't know. Maybe he knew she had gas and then he followed her from the gas station. Maybe he'd been following her earlier. Who knows? Maybe this guy was waiting outside of her driveway in the morning and nobody knows that, you know? I mean, who knows if he knew where she lived and he followed her from her house. You know? I mean, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me go.
He could have been sitting out in the street out in front of her house waiting for her to leave, following her.
Yeah.
You know, and who knows? Maybe he'd been following her for days and she didn't even know. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, man, but the way he pulled it off was almost like he knew her every move.
Yeah, I mean, to be out there waiting, dropping your car off across the way, I'm actually kind of showing people I think the route. I got to kind of orient myself here, but I'm just kind of showing people where he would have walked to get to her, so I've got to back this up. But yeah, this was definitely premeditated, and yeah, she was on. Yeah, she was on Tinder. I forget all of them, all the names, but
yeah, there's so many of them.
Yeah, Bumblebee or something like that. Hopefully, it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Uh-oh. How's the stream going, guys? I'm sorry. I'm trying to show you guys stuff while I'm talking to Tony. Unfortunately, I lost his call. I think I might have. Sometimes that drops. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Lady M. Hey, Alt Delete. We got great chatters in here. Very respectful.
I think we got disconnected. Are you there, Chris?
Yeah, that happened. You know what? I've got, because if I'm going to Google Voice, I've got Comcast. What internet do you have?
I've got what they call Cox, COX.
Okay.
And that's what I use. Yeah, but you know, hey, you never know, my friend. You know, it's a live stream. You know, things are going to happen. You know, it's a live stream, but you know, we don't see. And that's what I love about live streaming is it's raw, it's dirty. You know, things happen, things go wrong, and you can't go back and edit it. Well, maybe you can, but by that time it's too late. You know, but you could, I guess, you could go back at some point maybe and edit it. But everybody already knows about it. You know? But that's the fun thing. I love live streams. I absolutely love live streams. It's the cool. Isn't it the coolest thing? I think once you start doing it, it's like it becomes like an addiction. It's crazy.
Yeah. You know, it's
a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Live streaming is, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. Back to what we were saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. So I was just showing where. So her car was parked right here in this. I believe this vicinity right here, abandoned. Not sure exactly where his truck was parked. I don't know if it was in here. We just see his truck driving by. But I was just wondering, because in the early reports we heard about him walking past a homeless encampment, but you really don't see a homeless encampment.
Yeah, I've asked about that because that really threw me off in the beginning. I mean, when I first heard it, like, okay. You know, this guy must have been a homeless guy, maybe possibly mental issues or robbery or something of that nature. But then all of a sudden they put a picture of a $70,000 pickup truck up there and say,
yeah, you know, yeah, don't fit. Yeah,
it's like okay, so now we're dealing with a guy that was originally we thought was homeless.
Yeah,
now he's driving a $70,000 high country 4x4 truck or, you know, whatever around. But, yeah, it really started to change changed some things. And then it kind of went back to, well, the father, Naomi's father being a foreign diplomat, did that play into it? Was it possibly, some form of a kidnapping for ransom, or, there was I don't know, maybe a terrorist organization, so to speak, that came in to, for a political reason or so. I don't know. I mean, I didn't know what the guy did. I don't know what he did, but he always, because they said that she always had heavy security. The family, everywhere they went, the family had heavy government security provided for them. So, she was always very, very well protected, and they didn't live in America she really didn't live in America. So she came to America. She really didn't understand how dangerous things could be. She didn't know how to drive. She was just learning how to drive.
Oh, yeah.
And she just started dating. So she started, and it's quite possible that she just started dating and she just started playing around on social media apps, like we just said, that one, what's that one you just mentioned? There's Tinder, there's another one, Snapchat, then you had mentioned
Hinge. Bumblebee and Hinge.
There you go, Bumblebee and Hinge.
I've never heard. I've never heard of Tinder.
Well, yeah, and it's a perfect environment for a predator, for a sick individual to go on there and target a child or a young teenager. She's a child in my opinion. And I think that this guy probably suckered her in on one of these sites and play. Like I said, go back to catfish. He probably catfished her, and she didn't know. She was young. She's naive.
Yeah, she's trying to start her new life, so she's out there. She's got her job, so now she's looking for a companion, and then this guy's maybe could be catfishing, and he's got this nice truck. He's,
right, yeah. And then she probably had no clue the whole time this guy was a monster. This guy's a freaking monster. This guy.
Yeah, he's got that Marilyn Charles Manson eyes.
The crime that he was charged with, the one that he was involved in, was where they brutally murdered somebody with a shotgun blast to the face, blew somebody's brains out with a shotgun. That's what he was. That was his original crime. He was involved with killing an innocent man. They blew his brains out with a shotgun, and that's why he was in prison. That was the reason he went to prison, because he was involved in that.
Yeah.
You're dealing with a monster. This guy's a monster.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, they lured an innocent man into some sort of a trap. They pretended their car broke down. They played it off like their vehicle broke down. This was up in Willits, California.
Yeah.
They pretended that the vehicle was broken down. The guy stops. He helps them out. He's working underneath the hood, looking at the car. Suddenly, somebody that he was involved with goes up to this guy with a shotgun, puts it to his head, and pulls the trigger. They literally blew his freaking brains out of his head with a shotgun blast. A shotgun blast to the head blew his brains out. The guy died. He was dead. I mean, they brutally murdered this guy. The guy stopped to help them, and that's what his original crime that he was involved in. That's why he went to prison. He should have never been let out, my friend. He should have never been let out. They should have never let that guy loose.
Yeah. It sounds like
the guy's a monster. He's a natural born killer, is what he is, my friend. In my opinion, I'm sorry, but that's my rant.
Yeah, someone said earlier that he's also got possible property in Ukiah, which is interesting.
Every piece of property that guy owns, they need to go look at. They need to search every piece of property, because you don't know. I mean, he could have victims. God knows how many victims, brother. I'm telling you, I just feel this guy has got victims out there that we don't know about. I feel like they start to dig in on this guy. I think they're going to learn things about this guy that they never knew, that they had no clue about this guy. This guy's a freaking monster. He should have never been let loose. Never.
Yeah.
Never in 100 years. This guy should have never been free. He should have been locked up. But, the law is the law. It's the way it works. But, man, in my opinion, brother, my heart breaks for his family. man, I'm telling you, brother, this guy should never been let loose. I mean, man, this is horrible, my friend. And now he won't talk. Now they got this guy. He's getting a free bed, a free room. We're paying for his electricity, and the guy's not talking. The guy won't tell anything. He's locked up tight. He's probably lawyered up. His lawyer's probably up there fighting for his freedom, you know. And where's Naomi? Is she with her family? No, she's not. I mean, brother, my heart breaks, man. It's painful, man. I'm a father. I got a daughter. I can't even imagine what the family's going through.
Yeah.
Imagine if you have a daughter and you're wondering where she's at right now. You don't know. All you know is some guy took off with your daughter. You don't know where she's at. I mean, this family, man. I God bless this family, brother. I love this family.
Yes.
I mean, I'm really passionate about this. I really am, man. As a father, I've got a daughter. You know, this is sad, man. This guy's a sick freaking monster, my friend. He's a monster, and they took this guy. Thank God for law enforcement, and man, kudos to law enforcement. I'm so proud of law enforcement for taking this guy into custody. And I think the neighbor was the one that originally reported him. Thank God for that neighbor that came forward. This guy being locked up, my friend. I mean, this guy's an absolute freaking monster, brother, and that's what he is. And I've got no sympathy for the guy. And I think anybody out there, man, they need to come forward if they got any information, brother. Because somebody knows where she is or somebody saw something, you know. Anyway, I'm sorry, brother. I mean, I'm a little bit on a rant here, but I'm just very passionate. I'm just very passionate about the way I feel, my friend. And I'm sorry, that's just who I am, man. I'm the All-American Dream Chaser. And the All-American Dream Chaser, sometimes he goes on those crazy ass rants. Good. Anyway, brother.
I
love your show. I love your show, man. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Yeah.
And if there's anything else I can add, or if just let me know, man. Is there what else? You got any questions or?
Yeah. So
just shut that guy up. Get him off the damn show.
No, you're good, buddy. Just before we let you go, I'll just I've got something pulled up and. Just share your thoughts for a second with this, but so Troy's activity. So obviously, for being a project superintendent at this lead corps, they've got to do these courses and stuff. And apparently, 11 months ago, he just finished a course called "Building Accountability into Your Culture," which is accountability for your actions, better yourself. Just kind of ironic.
So well, my friend, evil is amongst us. You know that from all your videos you do. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Evil is amongst us. Evil, like the Delphi case. This guy is the same kind of profile, brother. This guy's a killer, man. Man, I'm heartbroken, brother. My heart is freaking hurting for this family, but I want to find Naomi. I know we all do. Your audience, they want to find her. The family wants to find her. Law enforcement wants to find her. She's out there somewhere. Brother, look, the sun's going down. It's getting dark. This girl's out there without her family, man. She's out there somewhere. Man, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm
passionate guy. Very passionate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm the All-American Dream Chaser, man. That's the way I am, brother. Sometimes I do my late night tangents and my late night insomniac moments and whatnot. Now you never know what I'm going to do on my show, but nah, brother. But God bless you, man. Just keep spreading the word about Naomi and encourage everyone to go out and look, man. Just go out there and search. Go out there and look around and. God, together we'll find her, my friend. Yeah. It's just, somebody's got some information, man. So, I love your show, Chris. You're a good guy.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you for having me on. That's it. Please pray for Naomi's family. Keep spreading the word. And one of these days I got to get you onto my show.
Unfortunately, like I said, I had family over, and but we'll put it together. Yeah, I just need a little heads up, just a little more, just a day plan,
I was doing the same thing last night. I know you tried to get me on your show last night, and I was like,
and that was last minute as well. Yeah.
I had a good friend of mine come over. We were smoking some Cohiba cigars last night, having a good night. but anyway,
yeah,
we will, man. We'll do this again, my friend. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I want to thank your audience I want to thank your audience. I want to thank your subscribers for taking the time to listen to me as well. So,
yeah, we've been putting your. Oh, go ahead.
That?
Oh, I said we've been putting your link to his channel. So yeah, if you guys, this is Tony Dodge from American Dream Chaser, and yep, we've been posting your link. Yeah,
all American Dream Chaser, all American Dream Chaser.
Yep,
you forgot the all. I don't think I do that with you. I think I say monsters under your bed, monsters under my bed.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's monsters under our bed.
That's right. Yeah.
That's like you and I are in the same bed, and there's monsters under our bed.
There you go.
Freaky, bro. You know, every time I hear, where'd you come up with that name? I always think of Metallica.
Oh, yeah, I actually did a video about that. It's my earliest memory I ever have of being a child. It's literally the earliest memory I have. Well, I went upstairs, and I think I was like 3.5 at the time, and I went upstairs, and my mom was home. She was downstairs, and we were in a townhome, so it's just 2 floors. I went upstairs. For some reason, I went into my parents' bedroom, right? And I looked under the bed, and they didn't have much under the bed except for maybe a few shoe boxes, and I kind of scanned past the shoe boxes, and I saw this shadow figure that was waving at me. It looked just like a human laying under the bed waving, and it looked like I had a hat on, just completely black solo of a figure waving. And at first I didn't know what to think, and then after kind of coming to, terrified me. And then I ran downstairs, told my mom, and that's all I can remember. So ever since that, I've always been afraid of monsters under my bed. So I'd always stuff stuff under my bed. If I was on my bed, I would jump off, or I'd jump onto my bed. I could never put my feet down. So that's always been, so that's where that comes from.
Yeah. Are you like that? Some people, when you're laying in bed, if your foot's dangling over the edge of the bed, you kind of get that weird feeling.
Yes, someone's going to grab it
from under your bed. I've been thinking the monster under our bed is going to grab your sock and pull it off your foot.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky, exactly. But no, it's been an absolute pleasure, Chris, being on your show, my friend, and I guess that'll do it for man. I just
been a long day for you for sure.
No, yeah, we've been busy, man. We've been busy today, brother. Yeah, I just had it's just been a busy day, man. Long day, but no, it's worth it, my friend. But I look forward to talking to you again, Chris. We'll keep in touch, man. We'll still do Moab with Kylan and Chris.
Yes. Okay? I'm so stoked for that. Yep. Just got to get the car fixed, and we'll get that done. I'm so excited for that. So.
Always something, my friend. Always something.
And it'd be fun to have Jason on before we go out there. See if he would, if he had any ideas for us.
We'll reach out. Hey, maybe we can invite him out there with us.
You better.
Let's do that. All right, my friend.
All right, buddy.
I'll let you go. All right, you take care. Thank you so much.
You too. Have a good night, Tony.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Tony Dodge. Great man. Very passionate about what he does. And thank you guys so much, chat, for being so kind. Guys have had some great theories and stuff and been helping out. Ultimately, I'm glad. Sorry. I'm glad you came over and found my channel. Yeah, we've got great chatters, very respectful. Like I said, we'd like to keep it drama-free and show a lot of love. And, we like to hear everybody's theories. We respect everybody's thoughts. And so just a real recap on what I was doing earlier before the show is... So this area right here that I'm circling right now is where her cell phone last pinged. So I like I said, I was looking around. I was going up and down all these streets on Google street, Google Maps, and I was looking for any places that got cameras around here, and I found a few. There's one at this Papa's Ranch here. I think there's one at the school, and so I'm going to see if I can find a few more. Fortunately, all these places are closed right now, so I'm going to probably call them tomorrow morning. And I just feel it wouldn't hurt to just ask them, hey, you know, if they check the cameras, are you guys aware of what's going on? Which I'm assuming, you know, since it's a small town, they do. But, you know, I figure it wouldn't hurt to call them and just see. But, yeah. And let's see, what else was I going to say? So, yeah, other than that, let me check Twitter real quick, see if there's anything. I think there's going to be a lot of information probably coming out tomorrow as far as the suspect. Since it's the weekend, you know, with the court system. So I think we'll probably hear maybe a press conference or something about what's going on. Hopefully soon. Google Ads, now direct to Reno. So, nothing really big going on. There's a couple interviews going on tomorrow. I already love forensic evidence, you know, see prior flatbed garage. So, anyway, so yeah. So, a couple more days if you guys want to donate. 35% will go to Ukraine refugees. We're going to do that for a few more days because we're almost reaching the end of the month. So, yeah, all donations, PayPal, Super Chats or anything, that'll go to 35% of it will go to Ukraine refugees. So that was Tony. And me and Tony are planning on going out to the Moab probably towards the end of April. We're going to go to the crime scene of the newlywed couple and like stay the night there. And we're going to go out there with some metal detectors. So I'm super stoked about that. So, but I'll keep my eyes open for what's going on with Naomi tonight. And I'm sure there'll be some kind of press release or something going on tomorrow. I did assume. So hopefully, yeah. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much, Mods, Copper Horse, everybody. You guys work so hard. All the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys.